Hey, what's good guys, it's Zach here with Android Police, taking a look at two of the best smartphones out there right now, the Galaxy S8 Plus and the Google Pixel XL. Now, although rumors of Google's and Samsung's next phones are in full effect, I wanted to put these two phones head to head and see if one is truly better. Is it Samsung's younger, more futuristic S8 Plus, or can Google's first attempt somehow overtake the competition? So there's no question that the S8 Plus takes the design side of things with its large, bright, curvy screen. It honestly makes the Pixel XL look like something from 4 years ago. But the thing is, Google made the Pixel XL look like something from 4 years ago too. This has got to be the most simple looking modern day smartphone that I've used. But like I said in my Pixel Revisited video, I did end up looking past that over time. But I've had the S8 Plus since launch and the display still wows me quite often. So while the S8 Plus can drop your jaw, the design of the Pixel XL is more practical. It's just easier to use. Managing the phone with one hand as well as reaching the fingerprint reader proved to be a bit of a challenge on the S8 Plus. Things seem better spaced out on the Pixel XL, giving its ease of use factor the slight edge. And don't even get me started on accidental Bixby button presses. Both devices have their downsides in terms of materials. The Pixel's metal unibody is slippery, and the glass back of the S8 is one of the easiest things to scratch. Nothing a dbrand skin can't fix, however. Now on paper, there's no doubt the S8 Plus has the more flashy resume. Granted, it's younger, and Samsung just loves packing its phones to the brim when it comes to features. Wireless charging, water resistance, expandable storage, more biometric security options, a theme store, the list just goes on. The Pixel takes a more simple, bare bones approach with stock Android, and for some people, that's the deciding factor. Some people prefer a phone loaded with features, while some just need the basics. So while the Pixel may not have all of the bells and whistles the S8 has, it still manages to take the hearts of Android diehards, mine included. Samsung can try as many times as they want, their skin on top of Android will never beat stock Android in terms of speed, fluidity, and most importantly, longevity. Don't get me wrong, Samsung's been getting better with their skins over the years by lightening the load slowly but surely, and although my S8 Plus hasn't shown signs of lag just yet, it does display a good amount of stuttery animations where I'm still dealing with straight butter on the Pixel. The Samsung experience, however, shines in the feature category with things like customization across the board with attractive live wallpapers, the theme store, a set of battery saving modes, performance modes, you've got always on display, edge features, and more. Whereas on the Pixel, you don't really get much of anything that you can't pull off on the S8. In terms of overall performance, both do very well, handling everyday tasks like it's nothing. The Pixel can get warm depending on the task, and the S8 will sometimes find itself loading apps just a split second slower. But the S8 Plus reigns supreme in terms of battery life. I average 7 hours of screen on time, and I never have to worry about it randomly draining. It's incredibly consistent. The Pixel XL, on the other hand, gets me around 5 to 5.5 hours of screen on time with the occasional drain here and there, but it hasn't been a huge concern in my experience. But the battery life on the S8 Plus has been more than impressive, causing me to shake my head in disbelief sometimes. Moving on over to the cameras, the superior image processing on the Pixel XL is what makes it my favorite phone to take pictures with. Shots in pretty much every situation look amazing, especially selfies. Not saying the S8's camera is horrible, but aside from a few tweaks, it's basically the same camera we saw in the S7. I can get some great shots out of the S8 Plus, don't get me wrong, it's a very fast camera too, and that's something that the Pixel's camera doesn't really have going for it. But if I had to choose between these two phones to take pictures with, 10 out of 10 times, I'm going with the Pixel. So while the S8 Plus may be the younger, more flashy and attractive device, the Pixel XL is still a top dog. And although Google had a shorter amount of time to put this phone together, they still managed to release a phone that I often use over my S8 Plus, and that's saying something. Now, I probably won't recommend you guys buy a first gen Pixel to use for the next few years. I will say that this should get people excited for the second generation, where we may see a lot of what makes the S8 Plus so great in terms of design and features. But if you really want to get one of these phones now, I'd recommend the S8 Plus, and you can snatch this and the Pixel XL for about the same price if you do some hunting online. So I will say that neither phone is truly better than the other, but they are better at different things. Fluidity, camera, and software go to the Pixel XL, while features, battery life, and design go to the S8 Plus. It all depends on what you need in a smartphone. So what do you guys think of the Galaxy S8 Plus versus the Pixel XL? Which one do you think is better? Let us know your thoughts down below, we'd love to hear your feedback. But anyway, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the Android Police channel if you haven't already. That does it for me. I'll talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching.